17 years old and I am a student at Centro Britânico. This is our channel and I'm here with the CEO of the Centro Britânico, Bruno. And so, to begin, who is Bruno? Like, who is in your personal life?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me here. I'm really glad to be here in the channel of Centro Britânico Caieiras. It's a difficult question, this one, who is Bruno? I think I have some... I have to think about it a little bit. But
okay.
Yeah, in my personal life, I am working with education for the last 13 years. And I'm really in love with this career that and it's not a career that I chose because my parents, they own Centro Britânico, so I'm here as a successor in this company. But I learned to be in love with education because I really think that this is the thing that we can change the world.
Yeah, so it's not something that you always wanted.
No.
It's something that you came of the interesting among the years.
Yes,
right?
yes. I'm a really diverse person. So
Yeah.
when I was younger, I want to be soccer player. It was
Yeah.
the first one, and I played for some soccer teams when I was younger, and then I was really interested in music. So I started to make drums lesson and I had a band. But then I changed for advertising. So I went to school. I graduated in advertising and marketing intelligence. But everything changed when I went to the US to work there.
Mm-hmm.
So I work in California and Vermont, and I has a lot of work with the franchisee environment. So I was kind of in love with the franchisee model.
Have you ever thought about working with music or something, or just something like you want to do as a hobby?
Yeah, I think that the thing here is like learning English, because sometimes we want something, but we want it really fast. So I want to have a band and to play all over the world, but I want it in the maximum a year.
Okay.
So it's hard to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a person that I like to learn new things all the time.
Yeah.
So I start with drums, then I start playing the guitar, bass. So
yeah, a lot of instruments.
But I think it's more like a hobby than a career.
And how did you learn English?
So this is a tricky question for me to answer because my mother owns the Centro Britânico since I was born. And it was really hard for me to go to school because it was the school of my mother. So I was kind of rebel in this aspect. I have two sisters, and for them it works really well. But for myself, I think I was kind of shy with my mother.
Because with your mom,
Yes.
I get it. I have friends that they have mom working in the school, and for them it's different because it's your teacher, but it's also your mother.
Yes.
So.
And it's there is another thing for me that it was different because as I could study anytime I want. I give up a lot of time during the course.
Yes.
So sometimes I was bored and I said, "Oh, I'll come back in the next semester."
So it's not something that you wanted to do, you wanted to learn English. It was something that it was happening, right?
And I remember that my mother, she always said to me that, it's important, English is important because of your career, but back at that time, I wasn't thinking about a career. So when I had the opportunity to go abroad and work abroad, I started to study.
And how was this? Like, how was your experience abroad?
Okay, I think I was the first time that I wanted to go abroad. I was 15 or 16, but my English at that point it wasn't good. So I asked my mother to make a trail, like a path for me to get the level of English that I need to go abroad. And I got that level when I was 20.
Okay.
So I enrolled in a program to work in Vermont in a ski resort.
Yeah.
And I went alone. My English was good for...
Yeah, you could like
yes,
work
but what I noticed when I was in the US, because there in Vermont I met some Brazilians, and my English was better than them.
Okay.
Because I think when I got the opportunity, I wanted too bad that I put all my effort to be good in English.
Yes.
So it was a really nice experience, and the next year I went to California to work in a big chain of supermarkets there, and I was in charge of all the people from Latin America.
Yeah. I think it's a very interesting experience because you learn a lot doing that, because it's different when you're just like talking with your teacher or your colleagues. It's different because when you're there, like you must talk in English, because
Yes.
if you don't talk, like you don't do anything. So it's actually
Yes.
very interesting, right?
I remember a day that it was really important to me because I dreamed in English for the first time. So when I woke up, I was really excited because on that day on, I was more confident about the English. So it was like Portuguese.
Yes.
Of course, now I don't speak English every day. So at the beginning, when I start to speak, it's kind of rusty, but I know that I can evolve during the
Yes.
conversation. So I think it's really important to keep practicing.
Yes, I always wanted to like go abroad and study abroad. Like I already visited some other countries, but nothing like English. I used the English to communicate, and I went to England, and then there I used a lot, and I think it's actually very nice because you talk to different people and you see how they speak is different because they are from there, they are native. So it's really important. I think it's important.
Yes, it's really nice, and it's important to speak with people, not only the natives, but with Indians and Latin Americans, because it's different.
They have different accents too.
Yes.
So you practice a lot of your listening.
Yes, and I think that's 70% of the people that speaks English nowadays, they are not natives. So
Yeah.
it's not rare to talk with someone that it's not from England or US and in English.
Yeah. And how do you see the English like for the students now? Like how you see if it's important like for the future or even for now, like?
Yes, English changed my life. So I think the people that has the opportunity to study, especially if they start younger than me, I think it's something that will give opportunities that most of people don't have. We are getting used to listen that English is not a differential anymore, but only 2% of Brazilians speaks English. So I think it's still a tool that is really important for the career, for personal life as well. I have a lot of friends abroad, and thanks to the English, because I have French friends, I have Colombian friends, I have Australian friends, and we all speak English because
It is very important, the communication, right?
yes,
Because I think you can create a lot of different relationships with other people and from another country, like very different from you, right?